Not necessarily.
Seeing it towards he knew he was going to be making the movement up towards the top. That was not the way they wanted to start. Let's see if they can actually get a kill. They're bringing dogfights low. Now, they have to be careful themselves. In fact, they're rolling back in, and it may be iG.V who get the first blood, and it is. They'll take down out of time. They do lose the Earth Spirit in return. But yeah, EHOME losing the courier and giving away first blood in the mid lane. Not how they wanted to be starting this one.
Not at all. You can put down the sentry on it, block the camp, and in this case, get the sentry down at the very least. iceiceice doesn't have any whirling death. See, actually, he's not gone for 0-2-3, but Echo Stomp's going to be there, and they're going to be able to nuke down dogfights in the end. With it looks like a nice little immortal for the Mirana.
Oh yeah, he's got that new shiny item. That Immortal 2's one indeed.
But look at the skill build. But now his durability will truly be tested. They actually cancel his jump away with the cask, and they should be able to bring him down. He's got one more jump, but there's just too many heroes on him. If he had a TP, this would have been amazing because he would have been able to get out. But they're going to finally block him out, and despite the damage, Timbersaw will be going down. A level 7 hero split among 4 for experience.
Yeah, it did take a lot to bring him down, and he made them work for it as well. He even maybe had a chance of timbering down and keeping it going for a little longer, but unfortunately one of the trees in the high
there for the bounty hunter. But I mean, it seemed like it was a free kill anyways. It's just the shock room was slightly off the mark. iceiceice now pressured heavily. That durability once again tested, and his trees are gone.
He may have they got detection? Yeah, they do. Sentry's down. All right, yeah. I mean, if that tree was still there, I think he could have had a chance. The regen was at max stacks.
Indeed. So at this point, that is an interesting decision
because he saved up all the money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like you're going to do much with the helmet, Iron Will, or anything anyways.
Yeah,
but
I guess. Yeah.
But all the same, you make the point. Yeah. I definitely expected it to be Blink, but they seem to feel like they have the initiation without it. Yuno, by the way, getting caught out. They're finding kills without him for sure. I mean, Sutter has done absolutely nothing offensively this game, but the pickoffs have been real, especially when the Mirana is involved. I mean, he is
sitting in the lane and putting the pressure on. They'll try and roll in on mid. Old Chick is going to walk himself away in July, looking to have the bounty run. He will do. And will actually get caught out by the stomp. They're going to try and commit as well with the ultimate, and they should find the bounty hunter kill. They do. Can they give themselves anything more? They're forward a Maledict onto Old Chicken, walks himself away. Dogfights rolls in. Old Chicken, can he keep himself alive? He's trying for the TP out. Isn't going to make it though, as they do lose the Mirana in return. Old LaNm comes in, actually going to whiff the crush. Now he himself could be in trouble. Is he living?
He's armor toggling and he's going back in.
Oh, 3-man crush. They want to do it. Kinetic field down. They've trapped him up. Old 11, he won't be able to live his way out of this one. But EHOME may be able to clean up as they find a double kill. Looks like the ghosts are causing a little bit too much of an issue though. They're having to run themselves away. But again, the stomps. It doesn't matter. Disruptor will still go down. So OP on the Death Prophet there. Just securing that team fight win for EHOME, but only just as EHOME did look to turn that one around. Yeah,
it did have a couple of major complications there, but I really like the moxie of Slaughter just going in like that. He definitely saw his opportunity, took it, and was able to do quite a bit with it. But still, DP's ultimate, obviously, a big breadwinner here is going to be able to do 2,000 damage. And
as they make the smoke movement. I mean, top lane, Old 11. Rather far out on his own. He's got to start to move back as he looks to be backing up too late. He will get caught out, and iG.V. find themselves a slide kill with that smoke movement.
Yeah, and it's worth pointing out that the Witch Doctor is going for this kind of newer no Voodoo Restoration build. Although the Witch Doctor's Voodoo Restoration is one of the most value points you can get in Dota, with just the 1 point providing the same exact HP per mana, iceiceice, I think he'll get out of this one, but it's a little hard for us to tell. He's getting a lot of hits, and they do pounce him down, and he is actually going to be falling here. So good stun, silence combo there from dogfights, just enough to cancel the Timber Chains. But yeah, I do feel like there's Armlet and Blink are not as effective.
You can see that they really want to punish Old 11. They're coming in again with the roll in. Need to buy a bit of time for the backup to come through, and Super Maledict, Death Ward again committed, and it's going to mean that they find themselves the Slardar kill. The question is, did they lose anything in return? Ult comes out from the Elder Titan, and now iG.V on the retreat. They've already lost the Earth Spirit. They're chasing down in July as well, but it looks like they won't be able to catch out the bounty. So 1 for 1. And again, iG.V. will be happy with it. They may not be done. They're moving in. The sentry is down. They know that the Slark is there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he is exactly, because that is a huge mistake from Yuno. Going to get caught by the kinetic static. Going to be knocked down. Just one sentry ward, and you'll see it with the shadow dance that buff that you are totally visible. That was a very significant misplay from Yuno.
They'll glimpse him back. Can they seal the deal? Yeah, with the 3 of them surrounding him.
Oh, don't get the crush here. He gets out of the kinetic and he just moves away. That track movement speed doing a lot for him. And the lack of blink hurting their initiation, but still July gets caught. There's another great arrow from Old Chicken. And Super now in their sights, unlikely to escape.
Dogfights has actually come back into this. Trying to do what he can to save the Witch Doctor in there. Looks like it'll be enough. But the Witch Doctor will get himself out. Nice 3-man Static Storm though. And Earth Spirit will end up going down. What is there? They've lost 1 in return. Can iG.V. find anything else? They're questioning whether they should stick around in this fight.
Another glimpse. Fenrir's got 3 critical glimpses in this engagement, and that is the most important one of them all.
Oh man, this maxed out natural order. You bring someone next to the Elder Titan, they just melt to the burst that EHOME have. It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, if they can be seen, they can be killed, and it's got to be the MVP right now for EHOME is indeed Fenrir's Disruptor, because every single glimpse is perfectly on point. They have a sentry waiting for the target that gets glimpsed back inside a kinetic field, and there's just no hope. You got to be starting to look towards like BKB rushes and stuff like that. In fact, I'm sure that's.
But moving in across the river, OP. He's gonna head up. He's not gonna be able to get anything into.
I don't think you look for a fight until you get BKBs. Like you are gonna be 1,500 away for the Death Prophet, not that much for the Slark, and. Yeah, I mean, you push out a little bit when you can, when it's safe to do so, but you don't really look for the big engagements until later. But as I say that, they're not going together. They're getting picked off all separate on the opposite side of the river. So I feel like they just need a much more reserve position altogether.
EHOME plays a team, and in these fights, just going from kill to kill to kill. Top lane, though, old LaNm left on his own, and he's not getting out of this one.
Nope.
It's going to be a track kill as well for the side. Made them work for it. Nonetheless, still going to fall. And this is one thing EHOME have to be careful about. If they do start getting the track kills, iG.V., they could sail ahead, and this Slark could get into the unstoppable territory that we did see Yuno be able to utilize very well yesterday.
I would expect them to crowd around the pit, and if there's any sign of contest, then they'll be right there ready for the fight.
But Injulai's going to be spotted out by the sentry. Now later on a Thunderstrike, another sentry as well.
Yeah, that should be a freebie.
Yeah, he's very dead indeed. Old 11 jumping in. And with the bounty hunter gone, hero advantage. So they can get more. Trying to get themselves away. They're chasing down Yuno on the slot.
He's going to have to BKB TP.
Yeah, and indeed, they'll put the BKB. Actually starting to turn and fight. Old Chicken caught out on the backside as well. The ghosts are out, and Old Chicken leaves himself away. Will survive. Let's see if they're going to lose anything more here. Looks like the rest will just disengage. So it does just sit as this 1v1, 1 for 1. But in a fight where Exorcism has been popped, so is the Death Ward, and I think it was Magnetize as well was used. The Moonlight Shadow as well to allow the backup to come in. The question is it actually going to catch iG.V. off guard?
Oh, they are all caught up, clumped up together. We're going to see a big jump here. For Earth Spirit controlling that choke point extremely well, and they're going to be bursting down onto the Disruptor to take him down before he can ulti.
Oh my goodness. 3 heroes down, a buyback used. Can they actually turn this one, EHOME, though? They're looking to get the heroes back in the fight. Yuno getting low, but he gets the Shadow Dance off. Will back away. They're going to continue to chase, move in, EHOME. They want to find dogfights. The Stomp will connect. The arrow is going to be off the mark. They've silenced up Old Chicken. He's going to go down as well. The fight continues to be messy. iCICeice and Old LaNm eyeing up the Death Prophet. Can they finish her off? She's incredibly speedy. Looks like she's still has to juke it around the tree line. They're still chasing. Chakram. We'll get them. We'll get them. It's iCICeice on top of the DP there with the Chakram play. But a very messy fight, and it did cost EHOME a buyback, so overall the numbers favoring iG.V. off the back of that one.
Absolutely. I mean, it is a massive gold swing going to iG.V. here, getting the Elder Titan buyback, and it's gone. The mana problems are significant, but the Bloodstone is helping to mitigate that just a bit. Super tanky.
Oh, that BKB. Immediate reactions from OP on the Death Prophet, stopping the initiation. Death Ward's dropped down. Old 11's ticking down low, and he's gone. Slardar to fall, and the rest of EHOME will begin the retreat. Let's see what their plan is, but I don't think they'll be too keen on hanging around for a fight with one man down there. Turning, maybe seeing if they can catch out Dogfights, who's come out alone. The Stomp won't connect on him. The Thunderstrike does hit him and takes down the Spirit. So EHOME finding something in return. But at the end of the day, they are losing a core for a support. Maybe they can go for a wrap around here. iG.V smoking up, trying to catch them up from the sidelines. We'll see what they do. There's already a sentry down, so EHOME are prepared for this. This is good. Awareness jumping in. They'll get the two-man crush. Let's see what kind of follow-up they have. Yuno falling low. The arrow connects onto the slug, and they'll take him down. 2 to fall already, and now moving in for more. OP's going to go for the TP out. Will he make it? No, he gets bashed up. They've caught out the DP. They'll take him as well. Dogfights is going to fall, and EHOME perfectly playing that. They were absolutely ready for that wraparound from iG.V, and they absolutely crushed them.
Just massive. Quite literally with a brilliant two-man crush to start that off. The ET follow-through, the Mirana arrow right on top. That was just a picture per duration. So since that last 20 seconds, as long as iCeiCeice continues to do what he's been doing, which is intentionally aggroing inconsequential damage sources so that he can keep that stack up, the Silver Edge isn't going to be that much of a base breaker.
Oh, good way to start the fight as well. They're pretty home as they manage to get the vision, dragging in the Spirit. He'll buy back immediately, and then moving in with the BKB Death Prophet, the Exorcism as well, starting to chase down the Slardar, but he gets himself far enough away. Now they're having to focus iCeiCeice, but as we talked about, it's a hard kill to get. He pops the BKB, Timber chains himself away, and he's going to be fine. Escapes the fight. See if EHOME can do anything about re-initiating onto the side. Arrow comes through, catches out the Death Prophet. iCeiCeice comes back in, bursts down 2. Dogfights in the Static Storm, and now it's iG.V that is just slipping behind here. They've lost 3. They're going to lose a 4 as Yuno caught out by the Stomp, the Sleep, the burst damage from Mirana. Old Chicken finds himself a double kill. And that's just Slark dead for 70 seconds after he did actually go all in on the purchase for that Echo Saber. So still short on the gold for a buyback. And this is going to be incredibly rocky territory here for iG.V. And it's just another fight where EHOME play towards the pit, but at the same time they may want to try and find a fight first. They've come out with the Moonlight Shadow. iG.V are backing up. Old Chicken has the haste rune. We'll see what they find. Slark's coming in, but it gets crushed down. Can they burst this man with the E-Blade? They're trying for it, but no. In fact, old LaNm's going to be the first to lose his life. The BKBs are out from iG.V, and EHOME backing themselves up to the high ground. iCeiCeice has popped his own BKB. Fenrir falling low. Yuno's trying to finish him on the Slark, and he will do. Find himself a second. The Elder Titan ult comes through, slams down onto the Death Prophet, and iCeiCeice, he's still fighting healthy. The BKB already being used, but with heroes left, it
gives time for Roshan for EHOME.
You know, he was maybe dreaming of some kind of snipe, but he's got to run. And in fact, yeah, BKB's popped. He's worried about being glimpsed back. Old LaNm jumps in, crush onto Dogfights. See what they can set up here on the side. And July being bursted down by Old Chicken. And EHOME, they want to try and find more. Old Chicken's actually popped the BKB. We'll see if they're actually going to be able to close the gap. Eyes onto Dogfights. The Shiva's God will catch him. They move forward. They should be able to slam down a second, and they will indeed. EHOME finding 2. And now they'll begin to push in onto the base with Old LaNm holding this Aegis. And iG.V left to defend with only 3 and still 20. As EHOME remain, hold their ground. BKB is popped as they'll move back forward and actually take down the Slardar once. Looking towards iCeiCeice, he's had his own BKB popped as well. The Sleep onto Yuno. He's got to back up on this Slark. Losing a lot of life and jumping in with the crush. E-Blade nuke down onto the Witch Doctor. They'll lose a second. Hey, they're going to find the Death Prophet as well. Ghosts or not, they do not care. EHOME just moving in for more. Yuno forced back to the base. Crush the bashes into the Air Spirit's face. Double kill for this beyond godlike Timbersaw. And EHOME, they're looking to move just in potential for tier 4s. Now, it looks like they're going to play it, so they'll go for the second set of racks. No GG to be called yet, but it's very close to feeling that way as EHOME, again, just with these team fights taking so much from iG.V. And look at this. This slug just getting bursted down immediately. Elder Titan Aura. I mean, this hero, I've said it so many times, it's absolutely disgusting. You've got the right combination of heroes. That natural order and a good bit of burst.
And later on, thanks to LaNm. So they really just, as a team, as a unit, were able to do so much here. And I gotta say that I can't wait to see what these guys bring to the playoffs.
No, this is really strong stuff from EHOME. Absolutely. And as you said, just fighting to the end because this match did mean a lot for iG.V. But unfortunately for them, this defense is not going to be successful. That's the creeps, the cardies beat down onto the H, and GG is called. EHOME will be your ones to take the victory here and continue to build up their